So, hello and welcome to this video. I figure I will do a little tour of what kind of plants and seeds that I have started in January 2025, and I will try and show how it looks like at this point. I honestly don't know if I will be going to travel or do something else in February or the time ahead, like now, end of January. So I want the planting and sowing of all the seeds to be kind of low maintenance or easy to kind of care for in case I going away and need to, have somebody else watered here all these plants like once a week or something. So let's get going with this tour. So here is the tomato setup. And I have a heater, extra heater right below here, because it is currently around minus 21 or 23 Celsius degrees. So it's absolutely cold outside. It's gonna get warmer from tomorrow, but today it's very, very cold. So because of that reason, I keep an extra heater, because otherwise it might cool down too much here. So in this first kind of box carton that I have, I get these cartons from like supermarkets in Sweden, and in here I have two curtain cucumbers planted, and they are later going to be kind of climbing up here on the sides of this window. And then I have, oh my god, I need to put aside my mug. And in here I have I planted 8 of these like cucumbers for the greenhouse, and I can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe 7 at least of these are kind of starting. So those are gonna be cucumber plants for the greenhouse. I also have on the other side started some bell climbing flower, but I don't see any progress here, so the seeds might be not super good, like they might be old. Here in this fruit carton plastic that I got from supermarket, some fruits I have planted parsley, and they're kind of growing a little bit on the side of the cartons. I think I need to kind of adjust them so that they grow kind of in the soil and not up towards the sides here. But they have started, and there are more seeds there, so I'm gonna try and keep those going. And this one is just from supermarket. It's a mint, but I think I need to repot this one because it dries out very quickly. And then in here I have some I think it's chili or bell peppers. Now they do grow kind of in the dark here, so I think they need to maybe be lifted a bit upward with some arrangement here so that they can see the light. But I have a few more seeds, as you can see there, with chili. So I think I'm going to repot all of these that are in this one, and then remove this tray to somewhere where there's a little bit warmer potentially to get these other seeds going. In here I have planted sage, but I think I don't see any progress in this tray here. Let's see if I can open this one. Yeah, not so much happening yet, but hopefully it will be something. So that's sage in that one. And in this plastic box there was grapes at one point, so yeah. And then I got one on this side. Also, there has been grapes. I get this from the supermarket, and anytime I buy something, I think in here there is more parsley and mint, so not so much happening in there yet either. Then we can move on. So over here is tomatoes, and these are like cherry tomatoes to grow like a bush in a small pot or in a smaller pot. So I have quite a few of them here, and some of them seem to be doing very well because they are below kind of this arrangement of the lamp. I only have one lamp here, as you can tell, and then I got the window. The window doesn't make so much light. It's only few hours at this point, but it will eventually get more hours of sunlight. But this one I keep on now from today for 13 hours, so from 5 o'clock until approximately 6 o'clock in the evening, because this one is not so nice light, so I try to keep it on during the daytime when it's not so bothering. And then on this side I also have more tomatoes. I think these kind of are cherry tomatoes for pots, but I think you can tell that they kind of put a lot of effort to grow out the steam here. So and that's not the greatest, but that's what it is. And then I have more cherry tomatoes that seem to be growing a little bit better. And then here, right next to the lamp on the other side, I have some tomatoes, these tall kinds of tomatoes, and also some bell peppers, I think. So I keep them in a candy box that I get for free from supermarket, and not so much soil because I just want to get these started, and then I will move them around, and then we can move to the other side. I, by the way, put this plant here because it has not had any sunlight during the entire winter, so it was losing a lot of leaves. On this side I have some chamomile growing very slowly, and there is a passion fruit flower. And then in this tray over here there's a thread. When I was tying the lamp, in this tray I have some different stuff. I have, what does it say here? Oh, I have more parsley I planted yesterday, and then I have some mache salad, and over there are some dahlias starting, and then over there I think there is foxgloves. So that is the whole kind of situation going on here. Oh, I forgot one thing. Hold on. So here I have another tray. You see, I try to use the heater for the purpose of getting the seeds started. So in here is tall tomatoes, and honestly most of the seeds are started now, like they have sprouted, but I put a little bit soil on top now when they are started, so you can't really see them, but you see some are getting green. So I keep them pretty close to the heater just over the day here. So let's continue, because there is more, but I think for this I need to put on a jacket, so hold on. Because now we're going to the cold, almost to the cold part of where I have the citrus trees. So I will take you to the citrus tree room here. So now we are in the citrus tree room, and here are, obviously I will show you. I have citrus trees on this side, and I have one container right here. This one have been treated for pest, like for some small types of insect, but you can tell there are quite a few flowers coming on this one and new leaves, so it seemed to be fine, you know, after all circumstances. but I'm still will continue to treat this plant for some time. But there is, even if it lost a lot of its leaves, there is a lot of flowers on it. Here I have one tray of foxgloves, and it said that you can keep foxgloves in a cold temperature, and I figure it's very cold in here. It's around 7 degrees, so I will keep the tray here and hope that it will do well. But yeah, I'm very much, this one is my concern in here, but I hope that it seemed like it's getting some new leaves. And then here is a grape. I'm just showing this because I kind of like these plants. Citrus tree, orange, and the lemon that lost a lot of its leaves have got a new leaves to it. And then we're gonna move to this side where I have some of the kale and cabbage and different stuff like that. So first here is a tray with, let me have a look here. Here is a tray with pansies. Now they are, you cannot see anything in here because it's basically a seeds, but they are starting, so there is a little bit of progress. And up here on this chair I have planted more foxgloves, and here is a grass, kind of decorative grass starting. And here I have Sweet Williams flowers starting, and these are from seeds that I had flowers from last year, honestly. So these are from the garden out here. And I also have some pansies, but the pansies are very slow, to be honest, so they are there. Here you can also see some pansies starting, so I have another tray of those. And then I have cicoria and lavender in here. And then proceeding, here is another tray of Sweet Williams and pansies, and these are from seeds I had taken from the garden myself. This chamomile is recently planted, so it's not yet started. And then I have some Aclea Mccana, it's called, and those are not seen at all. A little bit more progress is found on the leek. So I have not watered the leek since I planted them. I sprayed them, I think, one time with some water, but I'm just gonna leave them like that for some time because the soil is damp, so there's no need to rush with watering them. Here are some red cabbage starting, and in here are Brussels sprouts. Not so much progress, but they are definitely at least starting there. And then I have more cabbage in here and some spinach that I planted. These are honestly quite, let me have a look. Yeah, these are recently planted, but I think they seem to be sprouting already, so I don't know. And then in here are broccoli, cauliflower and white cabbage, and all of them are sprouting, but very slow progress, but you can tell at least. And I think it's because in here there is quite cold temperature, so it has honestly been down to 0 degrees in this room when it has been nighttime and very cold outside. And so I can't do so much about it, to be honest. And then more progress to be seen is on the bell peppers and chilies. And this is the arrangement. Now this is not an optimal arrangement, but it's kind of complex when you view it here. So I put a heater here. And honestly, if you have problem with finding solutions for heat the plants, I would just buy one of these heaters because you can never have too many heaters. So I have one heater here, and I put like the plastic trays like this above. So here I have some ginseng and sun hats, like echinacea planted, if I'm not mispronouncing it. And then I plant some cauliflower. These have not started. I have some sweet fennel. I have some quinoa. And that tray is, let me have a look what's in that tray over there. Yeah, petunias are in that tray. Honestly, these are light growers, so they do not get any light when they are beneath there. So I think I will move this one up here again, over there. I think I will see. I'm gonna try and fix it so it can be closer to the light. But these petunias are light growers. And then I have some other flower. In Swedish it's called lejongap. I have two varieties, so I planted them in cherry tomato boxes. Now these can be started in April. I think for the purpose of, I wanted to make like a flower arrangement to have like in May. So I wanted to have this flower and maybe put some spinach around in the container. So in this box, as you can see here, on top is a plastic lid. I have bell peppers, chili, and some aubergines. Now I cannot tell which one is which one, but I don't mind. I kind of just tend to keep them mixed because they kind of provide, I mean, eventually if they kind of producing fruit, you will definitely know what it is. So for me, I don't face trouble keeping them like that, but I have on this shelving here, I have one lamp here across and then I have one in the back. So in here, in this tray, I also have this one. I want to have a little bit more over the heater. So you see that it gets like heating from underneath. Here are bell peppers, chili, and, you know, aubergine. Here are also some, and then I have another start there. And then here in the back, I have planted, repotted some, and then I also have repotted, wait, let me try and show, and then I have repotted another tray over there. How many plants this is, I have no idea. You know, I rather do more than less when it concerns plants, because I don't know which one are gonna survive. So yeah, so here is a lot. But this is honestly a shelf that I purchased in a second-hand shop. It was like 4 euros. No, sorry. It was 15 euros and this whole shelf. And this one is very good because I can lift these shelves to where I want them. So I think what I'm going to do honestly today, to kind of use this heating flow, is to kind of maybe potentially lower this shelf or lift this shelf a little bit more up. So I wanted somehow to get heat, not like a bow like this, but more to the side like this. So I think I'm gonna lower this shelf one lower, and then this one I might can take that one from underneath and raise it, you know, up here. You know, it's gonna be a shift here at least, so that I will make more use of this heater basically. And then here at the back I have artichokes and some more climbing flowers, and I don't know if these have really started because these are also very recently planted. So I think, yeah, I think honestly there is not so, maybe a little bit progress on something, but not so much. And then there is another tray with some I think echinacea or something in the back there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna shift the shelves so that I can get more of this heater to these bell peppers, because the bell peppers need more heat and now it's not optimal. So let's move on here. In this container here I have green kale, and the green kale, these seeds are kind of from 2022, so honestly they are not doing that well, as you can see here. So I think I need to have more fresh seeds for green kale, because these are old. So I'm just going to, I think they are not working basically. And then I also have some Savoy kale, and this is the first time I see that they actually are sprouting. I was thinking that these are also seeds, I think from 2023, but they actually seem to be sprouting, so that is good news. But for the green kale, I don't see any progress. Let me just have a look here. I see like one over there. I don't know if you can tell there. Tiny progress. I have to look through that tray, because I think I need to add more seeds that are fresh, like newer. And then, because it's so cold at night, I need to keep like window, put like the curtains here between, because it's like -23 outdoor. And here I also have some green kale, and again you can see not so much progress, but I can see a few of these are kind of starting, and I think it's because you see here the ones that are closest to the border of the container are straight above this heating. So as I see that these are progressing, I tend to put a little bit of soil on top and turn around the container so I can get the other side as well heated and started. Okay, what the hell is this? What is that? Okay, I don't know what that is. I think it's a pea. I did not plant it, but it's in here. So this is sweet fennel, and so far no progress, but I'm gonna add some more, like spray this with some water. But this is very good news to see that the green kale here is doing well. I might, since I can see that the Savoy kale here is started, I think I will move this one to the other cold room and then take the green kale up here, so that I can maybe get the other container as well to start. And then in here I have something called kärrblomster. I don't know how to say that in English. And here I think there is not so much to see here except soil. And then on the other side I try to give them some more of daylight, as we have daylight. And in here is another container with leek, and I see a little bit of this starting here. Honestly, the leek is starting, so I think I'm gonna move this container out from here and take the green kale up here, so I can utilize the heater on the wall, basically the heat from below. And in here is red cabbage and Savoy kale, and I only see, again you can see that the seeds that have started to sprout are the ones that are above the heater, and on the other side there is not so much start. So I'm just gonna, since I can see that these that been above the heater are starting, I just turning around so that these also will do the same. But I think this container with leek I will move from here and take the green kale up here. So that is all. I mean, it's just like turn around the containers, use the heat, use the light, whatever kind of are the criteria for all the plants, but it's kind of a project, to be honest. So that's kind of that. I think I will kind of end here, but I'm gonna make a second part because I have a lot of the seed bags for summer flowers that I can also show that I plan on kind of sowing later this season.